Okay, hello and good day to everyone that is currently tuning in here at Phoenix Holdings. Once again, this is going to be your host for today's AMA CH, and right now we got a very exciting, well-awaited project, this time with Minor City. And from the Minor City team, we got our guest, Alan. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Good to be here. Have heard a lot about Phoenix Holdings. Amazing community you guys have here, and we're good to start something new, start something fresh, especially after the whole bearish run that we're facing. It's always good to have something new and upcoming. So good to be here, and yeah. So should we just go ahead and start then? And
Yeah, of course. Just going to be leading on with some primary questions. And I do agree, we were in a bearish market, and now it's starting to look a bit better, but not completely out of the deep waters, though, but it's a lot better compared to the past few weeks. So, yeah, that's always an improvement. Okay, Alan?
okay, 100%.
Okay, I think there's
So yeah.
a bit of some delay. Yeah. So, I guess we can get started with me asking you, just introducing yourself. Tell me a bit of something about your background. What's your role in the project? And how did you eventually became part of this project?
Right. So it's Alan, and so I'm the community manager for the Minor City project, and my responsibility is to get everyone together. Do AMAs, sort the community, get everyone hyped up for the whole project and the whole events that we're going to be doing. Really exciting stuff that I'm planning as well. And how I got involved into this was by just wanting something fresh, just wanting something new in the whole crypto space. And I think that's where we're headed right now. And I'm so excited right now. And I think every person here that's also like hearing me, uh, you guys are in for a treat because this is something really amazing that we've started.
I'm sure everyone here is quite excited because even before the AMA, I've been hearing a lot of people getting hyped up about Minor City. So I myself did a bit of research prior to this AMA, and I would say you have quite of a unique concept here. And I also love the website. I took a look into it. I love the design and the logo itself of Minor City. It's simple and I love it. Okay, I guess diving into the project itself, first, can you tell us why the name Minor City?
Right. So why we've picked mining city is because like it's all related to mining. How so whenever like somebody talks to you about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and all the people who are new to cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, Ethereum, they're always asking about mining and stuff. So we've sort of taken that aspect and we put it into our project. So Miner City actually means that you're going to be virtually gathering equipment in order to mine our MNC token. So that's a play on the whole concept. So that's where Miner City the name came from.
Okay, so basically mining cryptocurrency minus hoarding the video cards and everything, because everything is going to be digital.
Exactly. So all of the video cards, the rigs, the generators, all of the equipment that you're going to be getting to, mine our token. It's all going to be in the form of NFTs. So it's all virtual.
That is a very creative and smart concept, I would say. So this is like, I would say, Farmville, kind of like that, but it's, I would say the concept like Farmville, but in a blockchain space and using mining concept in real life.
Exactly. I mean, that's exactly what it's like. In Farmville, you've got to gather your equipment, upgrade your equipment. There's energy levels, there's different things you can do. There's different tiers you can also achieve in order to, farm and gather resources. So it's exactly like that. But here we've just got, NFTs as equipment. So you're going to be tearing up, you're going to be leveling up. There are different types of graphic cards, virtual graphic cards that you can actually get. So it's like we have RX 6700, RX 6900, and then the top one is RTX 3090. So they're different kinds. We have different rigs that you can set up. We've got different energy levels. It's a whole new games mechanics that we've introduced, and we have loads planned as well.
Okay, again, interesting concept. So this is going to be mainly run by different kinds of NFTs that will be like mining rigs. In regards to the game itself, do you have some sort of preview on how the game would look like?
So we don't actually have the. We're actually keeping it in a surprise. We want everything to be as surprising as possible because we're working really hard on it. The team is amazing. Uh, as you see the website, we worked a lot on the website as well, so we really focus on user graphics. So it's like even when we do the game, it's going to be super good, it's going to be super dope. We're going to be concentrating on the graphics, we're going to be concentrating on the game mechanics. So it's not going to be like your normal boring video game or your normal boring metaverse project. So every single project that you get into these days have like metaverses, they have their own games and stuff. They just literally create like games within a couple of days, so that's not us. We're here for the long term, we're creating something creative, and that's the name of the space. I mean, that's how the community is going to grow. And like last year, 2021, the last quarter of 2021, 51% of the whole crypto industry was GameFi and DeFi. So just have that in mind. We're capturing the space. The space is so big. The potential is in billions of dollars, right? And we're here for everyone. It doesn't matter. Even if you're, a crypto enthusiast, we've taken all the technical bits out of the whole mining concept, and we were giving you the fun aspects. So it is like there's some technical terms involved, such as devices and rigs, but that's all you've got to know. That's it. No nitty gritties, no technicalities whatsoever.
Okay, so quite simple enough for people to understand then. Okay, I just wanted to jump in quickly to the NFT since the NFT rigs are going to be the ones which are needed in order to play or participate in the game. So can you tell us how are these NFTs going to be distributed to people?
Okay, so let me just explain the whole system. So here's what's going to happen. So in order to take part in our system, you've got to have more than one NFT. And what I would suggest you to do. So we have three different types of rigs. So what are rigs? Rigs are frames on which your devices will fit, your graphics cards, right? So in order to fit your graphics card into something, you've got to have rigs. So we have a 4 devices rig, we have a 8 devices rig, we have a 16 devices rig. So you go ahead and you buy MNC, our token, first, and then you go ahead and then you mint an NFT in the form of a rig, whether it be a 4 one, an 8 one, or a 16 one. When you have that, for example, you buy a 4 one, you now have the capacity to buy 4 different devices, 4 different graphics cards, and put them onto your rig. Each graphics card, or AKA devices, will have their own power. They will have their own speed. They will cost different amounts of MNC tokens, which are our native tokens. So, for example, you go ahead and you buy a rig. You've now got to buy devices, and you can set up as many combinations as you want. You can set up as many rigs as you want. But the trick is that you only get 100 power, right? And each device uses some sort of power. So you've got to play with the different devices. You've got to make sure that you're not exceeding the power limit, or else you're going to have to upgrade. And once you run out of your 100, you've got to spend more MNC token, and then you'll get double the amount of energy. So you'll get 100 in the beginning. If you run out and you buy more, you'll get a 200. So that's our system. But if that wasn't clear, you can go ahead and ask, and I can explain, the whole details again.
Yeah, it's kind of a lot of information, but the simple things that I understand is you have this major NFT in which it has slots to it where you can put in minor NFT slots to improve the mining speed. Is that
Exactly.
oh, okay, okay. It's like basically if you're gonna put it into a different simple perspective, you have a character NFT and you have an equipment NFT. So you can buy equipments for that character. Yeah, I think that's how it works based on how I understand it.
Exactly. So the thing is, everything works on energy, right? You get 100 energy, and if you want, and once you've run out of that energy, you've got to buy a generator. So a generator is also a device, but it's also an NFT. So everything is playing on NFTs, So that's the whole concept behind it. So it's devices, rigs, and generators. So three basic things. You play with these, and then you can earn a lot of money. No jokes, no jokes, and all jokes aside, I mean, it's going to be amazing. So it's like play to earn. The more money you put in, the exponential growth you're going to see with your earnings. So if you, for example, get like a high end graphics card, you don't have to get all high end graphics card. Just get one and mix it up with other low end graphics devices, and make a lot of rigs, and have a cost effective setup. The whole goal of the project is to have something which is cost effective, but also makes you a ton of money at the end.
Okay, a totally unique concept again. But I wanted to ask in regards to how can I get any of these NFTs? You're going to be using the native token to get this to buy this NFTs, and are they going to be randomly generated, or you can just buy on a huge marketplace?
So we're having a pre-sale very soon, and in that pre-sale, you'll be able to buy our tokens. Right? We also had a whitelist as well. So once you secure your bag of MNC tokens, what you can do is you can go to our marketplace, you can connect your wallet, and you can use our MNC token to buy those NFTs from our NFT marketplace, our device marketplace. So we have a limited amount of devices and rigs. So for example, if we're talking about the RTX 3090 device, right? We have 17,500 of those, and one will cost 11,270 MNC. So there's a limited amount, but there's like a lot to go around as well. And rigs will also cost money, and generators will also cost money. So it's you getting MNC tokens, then going to our website, our marketplace, connecting your wallet, buying the NFTs, and then setting things up and going from there.
Okay, so I guess we can jump into the pre-sale details before I dive into more questions. So can you tell us some details about it? What would be, how is it going to be distributed? Did you do any private sales already?
So no, it's not a fair launch, but there are team tokens as well. But the pre-sale is gonna be on Pink Sale, and the hard cap is going to be 200 BNB, the soft cap is going to be 100 BNB, and the initial estimated market cap that I have showing is $107,000. So that's a pretty decent market cap, low and fresh for people to come in and secure their bag. And all the unsold tokens uh, that are gonna be left are gonna be burned as well. So that's how this will work. And yeah,
Okay, so what would be the maximum and minimum buy and the hard cap of the pre-sale? I'm sure it's in the pixel, but it's better so people will be able to hear of its the information.
Exactly. So the hard cap's going to be 200 BNB. The soft cap's 100 BNB. The minimum buy is zero point 0.1 BNB, and the maximum buy is 3 BNB. And the only those people will be getting in that have taken part in our whitelist, which we have on our Telegram group as well. So that's how things will work out. This is in order to make sure that only our community comes in. Those people that are actually you know more focused towards building the community rather than just making a quick bag and then leaving.
Okay, yeah, that totally makes sense. And in terms of giving the whitelist, what are your methods in gaining the whitelist for people?
So we had like different kinds of activities. We had a forum as well. So it's all community based. So if you, for example, do a task, you'll get a spot, or sometimes you just give them away. So that's how it works. But all of the details are posted on our Telegram group, and people can actually check the pinned posts. That's how you get into the whitelist, by checking our pinned posts.
Okay, and another thing I wanted to ask, so this is, I've seen the pink sale, it's like 200 BNB max cap and 3 BNB maximum contribution. So do you have any approximate estimate how many people are going to be whitelisted? I wanted to know if it's going to be oversubscribed or anything.
So we're actually not giving away that number right now, but it's quite a bit of people that are going to be coming in. What I am authorized to say is that it's going to be a good pre-sale, and we're gonna hit the hard cap. The soft cap, I have very good hopes, and the team has worked very hard, and I think we have a lot of people that have already trusted us, and I think we're easily going to hit the soft cap, but we're obviously going for the hard cap, and yeah, so people who are whitelisted and do get into the pre-sale, they get a discount as well of 20%. So that's how things will go down.
Okay, and taxes wise, I forgot to ask this. What will be the buy and sell taxes?
Right. Good question. So the tokenomics are an important part, and we're actually going to be discussing that further on. It's not confirmed. The tokenomics have not been released yet, but we can actually uh, we can actually hope that buy is going to be 0%, and sell is going to be a bit more, just to discourage any people from coming in and grabbing that quick bag. So buy is going to be 0. So that should be really important. But we're going to try to keep the sell around 5%, I think, and the buy is going to be 0. So yeah, that's going to be it.
Okay, and another thing that most projects do upon launch is they increase their sell taxes. So will you have any increased sell taxes upon launch, or will it stay stable throughout the launch of the project?
So we're against changing of tokenomics and taxes, because I mean, it should be the decision of the community to change taxes, to change tokenomics. The team is there for making decisions, but those decisions should be discussed with the community. So any big decisions that we're going to be taking, such as changing the tax amount, we're going to be asking the community. For example, if we have a lot of people who are selling and we need to discourage that, we'll go ahead and we'll just ask the community and say, okay, guys, do you think we should increase the sale tax just for a few days, just because we're having quite a bit of people selling, those people which aren't invested in our project? And if the community says yes, then we'll just go ahead and do that.
Okay, I mean, I'm glad that you're community driven and affected as well with the decision making. And I guess I have a few more questions before we go over to the community questions. The first being in regards to the game itself. So is it going to be mainly on desktop or mobile? We have a D app available for both.
So right now it's on desktop, and of course we're going to be going for mobile in the future. That's not even a question, because I know people like the portability of mobile phones. So for sure that's going to be part of our roadmap, and we're going to look into developing the game for mobile.
Okay, and another thing about the native token. So other than buying the NFTs, what would be the use of it? Because the problem with most GameFi games is just their ecosystem is unstable, especially if the rewards are going to be given within the native token. Users will just continuously sell and sell and sell as soon as they got their money. They got their native token reward. So, what are the other utilities that you can have for the token for so that people will be incentivized for holding it?
Okay, very good question. So, I've been a part of many projects in the past as well. I've developed many projects as well, right? But the thing is, we're going to be focusing primarily on MNC mining. We're going to be having ETH bridges as well, ETH connections, ETH bridges, ETH mining. We're going to be connecting different crypto tokens as well. So it's going to be utility driven. So you don't have to worry about that. That's the primary. That's the primary goal that we have to actually give people value. So these days projects aren't there for the value, they just go ahead and they just make a game, and that's it, but what we're going to be doing is we're going to be trying to get our MNC token out there, and we're going to be making sure that it's worth something in the real world as well. We're going to go ahead and in the future we might even do some graphic cards sales, or talk to different companies. But right now, our main focus is the developing the game and making it to a level that people don't want to leave. So right now, the focus is the game, and I think our concept uh, is something new and fresh, and I think people are gonna want to stay.
I mean, definitely, as it should. I mean, people, especially within the GameFi development, should focus on the game because that's going to be a main product, especially in the graphic, the GUI, because that's what draws people in. You can see the professionalism mainly of games based on how the game is going to be looking like. It's not like some 2D design or something, which definitely opts legitimate investors. So hopefully the game itself will look really great. I know you're keeping it as a surprise, but based on what I'm hearing right now, it seems like a well planned development.
Yeah, thank you. And as far as the game goes, we're going to be partnering with developers as well. So developers are also going to be applying for our game development as well. And so it's all going to be mutual, guys. And it's all going to end up being something amazing for the community to use and indulge in.
Okay, so with that being said, I guess it's just about time for us to open the floor for community questions. So you ready for the community questions?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so as mentioned, guys, for the VC, we're now open to community questions. Just you can ask your questions over the VC over the main chat, but just a reminder that questions within the VC will be prioritized. So let's go on with our first question. If you wanted to ask, just raise your hand up so you'll be allowed to ask your question. Okay, the first question will go with. Okay, let's go with Mr. Jack. You're allowed to speak. Please ask your question, please. Mr.
Hey,
Jack.
dear Sage. Hey, dear, am I audible? Can you
Okay,
hear me, Sage?
yeah, can you hear you loud and clear? Please ask your question.
Oh yeah, so yeah, thanks for the opportunity and it's been nice listening to you, Alan. It's been a great presentation, I must say. So seeing that you're developing a game and I was actually interested on the part whereby you said, the decisions actually finalized, put in place by the community. So I just wanted to know, do you have plans in creating something like a DAO in the future, whereby you hereby implement the system and create it in a sort of unified form, create a voting system and actually put that as part of a feature in the project. So what's your say?
So yeah, exactly like I said, everything's gonna be community driven. And as far as DAO goes, we're looking into that as well. Obviously, we are focusing on everything being decentralized. We don't want to be that centralized party that's going to be controlling the project. So at the end of the day, the goal is for us to become a DAO. So a very good question on your part as well, and that's why we have these protocols in place. So any big decision that we make, it's not going to be a centralized committee that's going to be doing it. We're just going to leave it to the people. We're either going to make polls, we're either going to have voting done, so it's going to be a proper democracy. So whoever does come in will have a really, we'll have a very good experience with our democracy system that we have in place.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I just thought about that because, it will make things unified and really smooth. You want to make the DAO really something worth the time and really add value to the project. So, thanks, CH. I don't know if I'm allowed to ask one last question, CH.
Oh yeah, should just make it quick if that's okay.
Oh yeah, no problem. So, my second question was gonna be about the game itself. So I just wanted to know, are you gonna be implementing NFTs in the game? And if they're gonna be implemented, I just wanted to know also if, seeing that NFTs come in different rarities. So, me using a more rare and unique one, how is the passive uh income gonna come? And if you understand what I mean, like what I mean is, seeing that they are rare, what kind of sorry, what kind of the kind of advantage would it give to me? Yeah, that's right. What advantage would it give to me while
Okay,
we are playing the game?
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I totally get your question. So to explain that, we do have rarities, but to tell you better how our system works, I think I'm gonna have to explain how the whole mechanics, the game mechanics work. So you're gonna make sure that you buy a rig. So a rig is gonna be an NFT, and there are three different variations. There's rig 4, rig 8, rig 16, and the amounts decrease as you go towards rig 16, the total amount of NFTs available. So once you get that NFT, what you're going to do is you're going to buy more NFTs, and those NFTs are going to be devices, and those devices are going to mount on top of your rig. So those devices are going to have rarities as well. So the rarer the device is, the more expensive it's going to be, the more energy it's going to take, the more speed it's going to have. And once you have more speed, you're going to make more money. So if you invest more and you buy a rarer and a more unique NFT in the form of a device, you're gonna make more money, obviously. So I would suggest, making different permutations, trying different permutations, buying different rigs. Maybe, buy a rig 8 and have 8 different devices fit on it of different rarities, and try your energy levels out and see what gives you the most result and what gives you the most cost effective result as well. And one more important point that I need you guys to know is that you're going to be making money in a bear market as well. So it's not only going to be like, oh, it's a bull market, that's when we're going to be giving dividends. It's not. It's going to be throughout, whether it be bear or a bull market.
Oh yeah, so thanks for yeah, so the kind of utilities and the function, the idea you guys have put in place here is superb and I love it. And thanks for the suggestion also on the game. Oh yeah, thanks CH and best of luck on your project, Alan. Nice speaking with you.
Okay, thank
Thank
you so
you.
much for
Like,
the question. Okay, so let's go with the next question. The crypto gal, you're allowed to speak. Please ask your question.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Please ask your question, sir.
Hello, sir. What are the benefits of holding your NFTs for long run? What are the utilities that makes your NFT unique?
CH, could you hear that?
Yeah, I think it was this was already an answered question, but his question about what will be the utilities of holding the NFTs and what would be the incentives of holding it for the in the long run.
Okay, so real quick answer to that is right now you're going to be making money. So, I mean, what else incentive, what bigger incentive do you need? But I get where you're coming from, right? You want the token and the NFTs to mean something. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be introducing more NFTs. There's going to be more game mechanics. And at the end, those NFTs are going to give you perks. And those perks are going to give you more dividends. They're going to give you more money at the end of the day. And like I said before, holding our NFTs, holding our tokens, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff. We're looking into metaverses. We're looking into real life applications, as in, holding the MNC token might be good for coin payments in the future. So we're looking at a utility based project. It's not just a project for fun. We're not that kind of team. We're looking for something long term and for something that's going to give value to people.
Okay, thank you so much for your question. Let's go on to the next question again. I missed that guy. Wait. Okay, let's go with Mega Man X2. You're allowed to speak. Mega Man X2, please ask your question.
Hello. Yeah, my question is, what kind of ways do you plan on showcasing your game? Do you plan on making more YouTube videos or possibly partnering up with any Twitch streamers to showcase your game?
Very good question. I was expecting this question for quite a bit now. And yeah, so that question relates to marketing. And marketing is a very important aspect, and we're planning some huge things. We're planning influencers, we're planning Twitch streamers, we're planning all those different spheres where gaming is involved, whether it be Twitch, whether it be, influencers, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. So we're looking at quite a bit of people right now. We have a list made. We're shortlisting people daily. We're looking at people, their engagement. So as you know, it's very hard these days to filter out accounts with bots and stuff, and with fake engagement. So we're looking at actual, influencers that will give us value, because at the end of the day, you know, at the end of the day, it's the community that matters the most, and we want to really do some research on things before we dive in. So it's going to be every single social media platform imaginable. We're going to be attacking it, aggressive marketing style.
Awesome. That's good to hear. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for your question. And we let's check out a few questions over here in the main chat as well. Okay, the question being that are NFTs going to be limited in minting amounts or will it be indefinite? What would be the main requirements to start minting or playing the game?
So you need to have more than one NFT minted, and there are a limited amount of NFTs available. So it's logical. You can't start earning money if you only have a rig. You've got to have a rig and at least one card. So that's how it's going to work. So you're going to have a rig NFT and a device NFT, and those devices have different amounts. So let me just give you an example. So, for example, the RTX 3090 graphics card is going to have 17,500 pieces available to the public, and its speed is going to be 3.9, and it's going to take 13 energy. But our lowest one, RX 6700, that graphic card is available in the amount of 40,000. So more than double the amount of the RTX 3090. Its speed is 2.6, while the RTX 3090s was 3.9. But on the other side, it takes way less energy, less than half the energy. So that's what I'm saying, guys. It's all it's all coming up with different permutations that go best for you and the best cost effective method.
Okay, that definitely makes sense. And I was expecting at first that you're gonna have an actual physical hardware when I first was reading about the website, but yeah, everything is gonna be digital. And again, I really love the concept of it. So, okay.
Too, man.
Mhm. Oh yeah. So we can get, I guess, one or two more questions before we start to wrap up. So let's choose one more over the VC. Okay, the random person. That's his name. You're allowed to speak. Please ask your question, sir.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much for the great opportunity. Quickly going through your website, I see that in the game will be earning in MNC tokens. So my question is, what will be your plan and strategy to make sure that the MNC token is stable to give people an incentive to keep playing the game?
Right. So you asked about the stability, right?
I guess what she's mainly asking is what would be the incentive? Let's say a game is supposed to be fun, and if it's just going to be mining and mining, will there be any entertaining aspect to it?
Oh,
And
100%. So
okay,
yeah,
let
go
me
ahead.
just say it again. Concerning the price of the token, what will be your strategy to and plan to make sure the price does not like go down drastically, as that will make people to stay away from the game.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought you asked about the stability of the token. So we're gonna have buybacks, we're gonna have burns. That's the prime answer for this question. I totally get what you're saying. People want to come in when they see that their investment is gonna hold at least, and not decrease. So we're gonna have burns, we're gonna have buybacks. The token's gonna We're gonna make sure that people don't have a reason to sell. Obviously you're gonna be free to do whatever, but we're gonna do whatever is in our power, especially buybacks and burns on a regular basis. We're gonna try to reduce the supply, we're gonna increase the price, and we're gonna make sure that the market cap is not so volatile. That sharks and whales, or whatever it may be, whatever the size of the investor may be, they don't make a big effect on the overall market cap. So we have that in mind, and we have the solutions ready.
Okay, thank you so much for the question. And I think I was kind of misread the question. So I guess a question I had for you as well earlier, Alan, is how will the game be fun if it's just going to be mining? Do you have any entertaining aspect to it?
Yeah, so good question. So we're gonna be adding features of interacting with other people as well. So it's gonna be like you building like a massive data center, and then you're gonna be and we're gonna add features where you can, where you can actually, compete with other people. You can talk to other people. You can, maybe, I'm not gonna give away too many spoilers. Maybe steal, tech, maybe have different combative features as well. So it's all in the future. Everything's gonna be developed. So uh, we're gonna be taking suggestions from the community as well. But we're developing some dope ass features right now. People, and if people want, they can also, work on the same rig. They can work together. There might be different clans in the future. There might be different teams. Corporations, different modes of gameplay. So everything is in the works right now. We're just trying to, push out this base game right now and trying to get that concept out in the world so people do come in, and then we have more, reasons to go all in. So right now we're working really hard day and night, and we just need people to believe in us, come in, and just trust that we're gonna make the game fun. And I know our whole project is, based around the game, and I know how important that is, and how important it is to, keep that fun and, interactive element in it.
Okay, wonderfully answered, man. Thank you. Okay, and I'm sorry if I'm kind of skipping through questions because I wanted to ask as many questions, cover as many questions as we can for the community, but unfortunately, we're kind of running short on time to answer more questions. So I guess it's just about time for us to wrap up. So with that being said, especially aim for the people who are quite late to joining this AMA, can you give us a short summary on on what Minor City is all about and why people should be investing in it in the near future, specifically the pre-sale that's going to be happening soon?
Okay, so this is a revolutionary project that we have right here. This is something fresh. This is something new. Everything is moving towards the metaverse. Everything is moving towards virtual reality. And why not creating your own rig? Why not creating your own setup? And why not setting up mining rigs in the virtual element, and being related to cryptocurrency at the same time? So this is this is very revolutionary, I must say. And the thing is, the main element of this is going to be a game. And this game is going to be very fun. It's going to be interactive. It's going to allow you to create rigs. It's going to allow you to make different permutations. You're going to be able to compete with other people. And the biggest thing of all is you're going to make money doing this. So I've heard many people say, "Oh, how is this different from staking? How is this different from, investing and leaving it apart?" Here, you're responsible for your investment, and you can actually make different permutations and different power of rigs to make sure that you earn the most amount of money. So I think it's going to be game changing. This is something new. This has never been done in the crypto space before. And when you look at the last quarter of 2021, game DeFi was 51% of the whole crypto industry in billions of dollars. And we're going to make sure that this project goes to the next level, and this project hits millions in market cap. So we're still early, guys. Get in while you can, because in the future, if you don't get in, you're going to be regretting that you didn't listen to me today.
Definitely, guys. I mean, if you've been tuning into the entire MA, you can see how the concept itself is quite unique for this project. Mining is a virtual game, so you don't need to make your own mining rig setup, hoarding as many video cards, graphic cards as you can get. You don't need to have insane electric bills. You just need to invest in NFTs, and with the right amount of combination of NFTs, you'll be able to earn money. And another thing I wanted to add and ask is in regards to the launch show, is it's going to be 24 hours after the pre-sale, correct?
Yes, correct. That's absolutely.
And the guys, they did not have any private sales, so majority of the holders will either be team tokens or the participants of the pre-sale itself. Okay, with that being said, guys, if you wanted to have the latest updates as well for Minor City, especially if your questions were not able to be answered within this AMA, I encourage you to please join Minor City and their Telegram group. It's pinned in the main chat there. Also do that to show support as well for Minor City. And Alan, it's been amazing having you here for for an AMA at Phoenix Holdings. I'll personally be looking forward to the development of the project. I see the hype behind it. You can see a lot of people asking in the community, and I actually took a look at your group as well, and you got quite an active community people there as well. So, anything else you wanted to add before we conclude the AMA?
I would just like to say thank you very much for hosting us today, and here's to a long-term partnership with you guys as well. You've been a great host. Amazing questions from you as well, and you've got an amazing community. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's an honor. And yeah, we'll see you again on the next AMA, guys. Thank you for tuning in. And again, don't forget to join Minor City, their Telegram group. And that's all for me. Good night, everyone.